are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Good evening and welcome to Alliant Energy Powerhouse in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Eric Zamora alongside Jenny Lichty, and in a matter of moments, we'll have the matchup between the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes and the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders. It is semifinal action in Class 1A right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We'll go ahead and take a look at how these teams got here. We will start with Holy Trinity Catholic in regional tournament play, knocking off Seymour, New London, and Lamoni all in 3 straight sets. And then we were able to call their quarterfinal matchup yesterday. It was an absolute barn burner of a contest that had them really outlasting the Janesville squad. It went 5 sets and was an exciting one to say the least. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes also did not lose a set in regional tournament play. They knocked off Lone Tree, Winfield Mount Union, and Easton Valley. They fell behind 1-0 by the Tri-Center Trojans. However, Burlington Notre Dame able to flex their muscles. One of the reasons they're the defending 1A champions. They win 3 straight sets to take it in 4 yesterday in semifinal action. We will step away for a moment, but we will be back after this break with an opportunity to take a closer look at the numbers, as well as give you the starting lineups. You are watching the 2021 Iowa Girls High School Volleyball Tournament presented by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey.
Ooh.
New breakfast at Casey's.
Huh?
Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. As we are in the pregame, the starting lineups will be announced here in a matter of moments, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the matchup, take a look at some of the numbers, and we will start with the visitors, the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders. They are paced by Natalie Randolph with 428 assists, although her sister, Cassie, not too far behind with 400. Natalie leads the squad with 266 kills, but Mary Kate Benlagi and Cassie Randolph also north of 200 on the year. And the efficiency is led by Reagan Holvett, as she gets kills on exactly 38% of her attacks on the season. As for defensively, Anna Sobczak with 513 digs, although both Randolphs are north of 200 in that stat. Kayla Box with 63 blocks on the season, including 3 big ones yesterday in their quarterfinal victory. And serving, they've got a number of girls north of 90% efficiency, and leading the way for them, Natalie Randolph, 94.9%. She leads the squad with 47 aces on the year. When you take a look at the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes, it's Jenna Bentz with 941 assists on the year. Gabby Deary took a little while to get going yesterday. And again, we talked about this. She had a good first set, but not what they normally expect out of the junior. But she really got going in sets 2 through 4, has 425 kills on the year. Josie Bentz, second on the team in that category with 333. And what's really impressive is that Deary leads the team in kills, leads the team in attacks, but also leads in efficiency. Sometimes you feel that if somebody's attacking that often, their percentage is going to go down, but 30.1%. I mean, there are some who have a higher percentage, but you're talking about people who have just a matter of single-digit attacks. But she leads the team in all of those categories. Abby Korshkin with 53 blocks on the year. Ava Parkins, the libero, with 349 digs. And then serving, Gabby Deary paces the way with 59 aces. That's just one ahead of Josie Bentz with 58. Jenna Bentz, her sister, with 45, and Bentz north of 95%, 95.4 to be precise, on her serving efficiency. We welcome in Jenny Lichty, our color commentator. Jenny, we had an opportunity to watch both of these teams in really good quarterfinal matchups. What jumps out to you as they get squared off in the semifinals? Is it anything stylistic or maybe particular players that you've got your eyes on?
Watching them yesterday, it's definitely, they play a little bit different of a game. We're going to see Burlington Notre Dame attack that 10-foot line, so you're going to expect their hits come straight down. Where Holy Trinity Catholic's going to play a little bit deeper, kind of threaten that back line, that baseline. They're still going to attack. I feel like Burlington's definitely playing a cleaner game, and Holy Trinity is going to play that little bit more scrappy. So if Holy Trinity can kind of catch Burlington off guard and force them to play a little bit more scrappy, we might end up with a similar matchup that we saw yesterday with Burlington playing Tri-Center.
I don't really see one myself, and let me know if you do, but I don't really see an advantage as far as the experience. You've got on one side the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. They're the defending Class 1A champions. However, Holy Trinity Catholic is now making their 14th trip in the last 17 years. These are two schools that, quite honestly, there's not a hope of making it to Cedar Rapids. There's an expectation at this point.
Definitely.
And with that, we will go ahead and send things down courtside as our PA announcer will bring you the full rosters and the starting lineups of the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders and the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes.
Welcome to tonight's 2021 Girls State Volleyball Semifinal matchup featuring the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders and the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's semifinal matchup. First, for the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Number 7, Jenna Hellman. Number 8, Tegan Snod. Number 10, Alexa Dingman. Number 12, Laura Mamer. Number 15, Ellie Lake. Number 16, Tegan Denning. And number 24, Anna Benbloggy. The assistant coaches for the Crusaders, Tom Gendron, Stephanie Morfeld, Jordan Nelson, and Michaela Richter. Now let's meet the starters for Holy Trinity. A 5'9" senior, number 2, Cassie Randolph. A 5'8" junior, number 3, Kayla Box. A 5'6" sophomore, number 11, Natalie Randolph. A 5'7" sophomore, number 13, Mary Kate Benloggy. A 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Reagan Holvet. And a 5'8" junior, number 23, Brooke Mueller. The libero, a 5'5" senior, number 1, Anna Sobchak. The head coach for the Crusaders is Melissa Friesmeyer. Now let's meet the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Number 10, Lauren Krieger. 16, Katie Stevens. Number 18, McVeigh. Number 20, Maddie Mosina. Number 21, Madeline Knapp. Number 24, Maisie Belter. And number 26, Emily Stutzman. The assistant coaches for the Nikes, Megan Stevens, Julie Belger, and Susan Reed. Now, let's meet the starters for the Nikes. A 5'10" senior, number 3, Josie Bentz. A 5'10" senior, number 4, Megan Carroll. A foot sophomore, number 9, Aaron Stevens. Mike check. A 6'1" junior, number 11, Gabby Deary. A 5'10" senior, number 12, Jenna Bentz. A 6' junior, number 23, Abby Korshgen. And the libero, a 5'5" junior, number 14, Ava Harkins. Head coach for the Nikes is Mike Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet our officials for tonight's match. Your Joe Van Ness. Your R2, Dan Fetters. And your line judges, Gene Statlander and Sarah Tyne. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament volleyball.
And before we begin our match, we'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each of the 99 counties across Iowa. We'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our match today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Class 1A semifinals about to get underway. Holy Trinity Catholic goes with the exact same lineup they had in the semifinal. It's Randolph, Box, Randolph, Benlagi, Holvet, Mueller with Sobchak, the libero. They will be on the left side of your screen in royal blue, navy numerals outlined in white. Burlington Notre Dame makes one change. Taryn Stevens in for Maisie Belger. And then it's Bentz, Harrell, Deary, Bentz, Korshkin with Ava Parkins as their libero. They are in navy blue uniforms with gold numerals outlined in white. And immediately coming out is Holvet for the libero on the Crusaders side. And it looks like it will be Randolph to serve for the Crusaders, starting here in set one. Semifinal match underway. Parkins digs it out. Big drive and a big start for the Nikes. Korshkin sets them up for the first point as she puts that one away.
We're going to see that a lot out of Burlington. They're going to go to their middle hitters. So expect to see from Josie and from Gabby here.
Korshkin with 113 kills on the year now. They go to the outside. It's blocked, and that's going to be called against Burlington as it was a lift or a carry. That gives the Crusaders the point, and we'll put Brooke Mueller, the 5'8 junior, to serve. And a mishandled ball there by Deary. On the season, Mueller coming in with 54 aces, serving at 95.8% clip. Floating one over, held up, and Sobchak keeps it alive. Parkins, they'll swing it to the middle, and Deary with a drive from the back row. Randolph absorbs it. Now the other Randolph. Natalie has her effort blocked, and the Nikes get us even at 2. We will have an IMT insurance substitution as Tegan Snod comes in for Brooke Mueller. Serving is Josie Bentz. Randolph sets it up, but it is played long, unable to find that back line. Kayla Box and Burlington with a couple of back-to-back points. They lead 3-2. Back at it, Bentz. Handled by Benlagi. A drive. Bentz comes up with the first touch. And a block, but out of bounds as Deary gave that one a lot of torque. And because of it, the block, if it isn't straightened out yet, that's going to sail wide because of how much was on it. And Snod called off it at the last moment. And tough to tell from here whether or not that would have been in or out. But regardless, the Nikes pick up the point. Randolph goes to the outside. A drive there by Benlagi. Burlington advances it, but the Crusaders now with an opportunity to go on the offensive. Randolph, and it's handled by Jenna Bentz. From the back line, Josie gave that one a ride. Blocked. Held onto by Snod. And over down the line goes Natalie Randolph to the outside Deary. And it's pushed over. However, a double touch called there. And the Crusaders break the serve. And they trail 5-3.
Trinity, number 1, Anna Sobchak.
Sobchak with the service. Deary with the first and third hit. However, it is out of bounds. The Nikes were looking to celebrate. They thought they'd gotten the point there. It's Crusaders on a mini run. They trail 5-4. A block on Korshkin's effort. To the back line they go. Bentz. Snod pops it up. Randolph forces it ahead. Parkins nearly got tangled up, but Bentz is able to talk that out with Belger. Last second play, but the Nikes keep it off the turf. Snod. They'll set it wide. Randolph swings it over for Benlagi, but a double touch against the Holy Trinity squad. And it's 6-4 Burlington on top. Parkins, the libero, just over the net, and sometimes the ones that are just over are the best, as that one falls into no man's land right at the baseline. 7-4, Burlington Notre Dame on top. Randolph goes outside with it, blocked is the effort by Benlagi, and unable to recover there are the Crusaders. 8-4, Nikes in control. Burlington trying to apply some pressure, see if they can't get the Crusaders to break. There's a big play by Natalie Randolph. Crusaders were probably a point or two away from needing to burn a timeout and regroup. They do it naturally as the southpaw gets her first kill. Handled by Parkins to the middle, and a drive tucked home by Gabby Deary. Deary with 2 kills early in the match. We haven't seen a lot of kills. We've seen a number of errors called on each side. We have another IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Sobchak hands off to Randolph. Played deep. And not sure if that one was going to drop in or not. We don't need to find out as Holy Trinity picks up the point.
That's one of the things that I was talking about pregame, is that Holy Trinity definitely was playing that baseline where we just saw Gabby Deary land it right there at the 10-foot line.
Alexa Dingman and Brooke Mueller come in on IMT-INS insurance substitutions. Dingman serving. Here's Mueller. Fights that one over. Set by Bentz. Picked just off the surface. To the outside, Deary with a drive and puts it away with authority.
Number 11, Gabby Deary.
Another IMT insurance substitution. This time it'll be Mary Kate Benlagi coming in for Dingman, who is just on to serve. Here's Deary. A little bit of a jump serve there. Doesn't leave the ground by much. Mueller to Parkins, who's sprawled to make that play. Bentz tries to go cross court, sends it long, and the Crusaders cut to within 3.
Substitution for Holy Trinity. Number 14, Reagan Holvet.
Kayla Box comes back into the contest with an IMT insurance substitution, spelling her libero. Here's Tegan Denning, the 5'4" sophomore. Deary with a drive. Mueller keeps it alive, and they can't get it over with that third touch. Kind of put it in no man's land, too close to the net. So trying desperately to force that one over, but all they were able to do was just pop it up, keep it on their own half of the court.
Serving number 4, Megan Harrell.
Harrell to serve. Sobchak comes seemingly out of nowhere to make that play. It's blocked but goes down the line of Burlington. And a double hit called against the Nikes. Opportunity now for Cassie Randolph and the Crusaders to try to steal some momentum. They trail 11-8. We play first to 25, at least in the first 4 sets. Got to win by 2. To the outside, and it's punched there by Bentz. Bentz was expecting that in her wheelhouse. They actually set it up for her as if she was a southpaw. Diving over, Deary makes the play. Now it's pushed to the back corner, and that was a great job of looking at the situation. The Crusaders saw an opening, and it forced Burlington's hand.
With the kill.
And we'll keep an eye on number 11, Gabby Deary. She'll come off for an IMT insurance substitution. Looks like as she dove over to make that play, got banged up, and they'll, well, I take that back. Right now, I don't think they've officially made a substitution. They're hoping to see if they can keep her in for this next point. And they will indeed make the change. Coming on for Burlington is Maddie Knapp, a 5'8" freshman. Deary is tucked away behind that Gatorade bottle on the right side of the court. We'll certainly keep you abreast of the situation and when she's able to get back into this semifinal match. Cassie Randolph serving, and Knapp. I don't know if the plan was to intentionally go after the cold player, but that's how that one developed as the Crusaders pick up the point and Randolph gets the ace. Cassie Randolph. This time it's to Parkins. Flipped over and just out of bounds. And the line judges doing their job there.
Nikes.
We'll hold on to that thought for a moment. The Nikes will burn a timeout. We'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. 11-11 the score. And serving for the Crusaders, number 2, senior Cassie Randolph. Randolph strikes it right down the middle. Blocked is the effort by Korshkin. Burlington recovers. Bentz with the attack. It's handled by the Crusaders. Mueller plays it over, and they'll return fire, clipping the top of the net. Taryn Stevens, and the sophomore gets it a drop for her first kill of the contest.
Notre Dame, number 24, Maisie Belger.
Maisie Belger comes in an IMT insurance substitution. Nikes with a dozen. They've got a 1-point lead over the Crusaders. Bentz gets it right back. A harmless enough play. The Crusaders now look to go on the offensive, and Mueller gets the kill as the block just rode right down the body, and we're even at 12 apiece.
Mueller will serve for the Crusaders.
Mueller awards herself the serve, her turn in the rotation. Played down the line, save for a moment. No, they're not able to get that one through as the point goes the way of the Nikes.
Tegan Snod.
Meanwhile, no sign of Gabby Deary. I believe she's back in the locker room, so we'll update you when we see or hear any progress there. There's a big kill by Natalie Randolph. Leaping, she gets a good angle on that, and it seemed to go through a sea of arms and pinballed around before landing on Burlington's half. Sobchak goes to Parkins. Heads up play there by Tegan Snod. She knew it was long, but communicating, making sure there was nobody else back there trying to put a hand on it. Crusaders now steal the lead. They're on top 14-13. Parkins to Bantz. Floating one is Korshkin. Touched on there by Knapp. Snod. They'll move it over to the left side. Struck by Benlagi. Looked harmless enough, but that was, again, going with location rather than all brute force. Anna Sobchak. And unable to handle that one is Maddie Knapp. Burlington will burn a timeout. Holy Trinity on top, 16-13 in the first set. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy at the Alliant Energy Powerhouse in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Sobchak with service, handled by Knapp. They'll go to her. She'll float one in, and Snod hits the ground to make the play. Slapped over by Knapp. But it was a double touch that officially gives the Nikes the point.
Number 14, Ava Parkins.
Parkins to serve. And reemerging is Gabby Deary, so we'll see if they're able to get her back onto the court soon. That one drops in at that back right corner. Crusaders with a 17-14 lead. Ben Loggy makes the play, gets the point for the Crusaders, but the Nikes fan base fired up as Knapp will be substituted for by Gabby Deary. That's an IMT insurance substitution. The other number 11, Natalie Randolph. Serves, Parkins, elevates, Bance. And Deary announces her presence with the big kill to bring her squad back within 2. Heading out is Belger. Karen Stevens in on an IMT insurance substitution. Nike's trailing 17-15. Can't get that one over the net. 18-15. Crusaders on top. The winner of this game moves on to the championship tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. They'll take on the winner of Springville North Tama, and we'll bring score updates for you in that one as they come to us. To the outside they go. Teed up for Harrell. Crusaders will play it deep. Bentz has to keep that one alive. Sobchak with the first touch. Mueller elevates and floats one to the back. Back left corner was the intended target, but it goes long, and the Crusaders have built their lead back up to 4, 19-15. They control the first set as of now. Dingman back to serve. Bentz to Deary, and Sobchak somehow keeps that one alive and plays it back over to the outside. Blocked but out of bounds. Gabby Deary was set up perfectly. Anna Sobchak made the dig and lived to tell the tale as she was able to play it back over with a third touch. Again, they were able to get hands on a Deary offering. Weren't able to keep it in bounds. Heads up play there as Randolph saw that if that one hit, she needed to dive to get it. Did, but a little bit of a miscommunication. 2 players go for it for a moment, and 2 turned into none. Deary on the serve. Sobchak to Randolph. Mueller from the outside left side, dropping it in. And that was one where the Nikes were calling it out of bounds early. Wasn't that they let it go, it was one of those they knew they couldn't get to it, so wishing it out of bounds and seeing that it drops in. Tegan Denning, the sophomore, gets clipped up in the net, and the Nikes now within 2.
Substitution for Holy Trinity, number 14.
Reagan Holvit will substitute in for Denning on an IMT insurance substitution. Nike's getting service from Harrell. And it's an ace for Harrell. On the season, that is the 24th ace for Harrell, and she'll get another crack at it. We have a stoppage in the action. Looks like the Crusaders squad calling for a towel to wipe up some condensation on the court, and we're once again ready. Sobchak to Randolph outside, and that's going to be outside the parameters. We're even at 20. Jovan S. is your R1. Dan Fetters, our R2. We'll get to the rest of the officiating crew in a matter of moments. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. 20-20, the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes have drawn back even. Harrell still serving. Randolph with the first touch. Randolph with a second touch. And that is going to be a lift called against Burlington. Advantage goes to the Crusaders. Right before we took that last break, was getting through the officials here. Jovan S., the R1, Dan Fetters, the R2. Jean Statlander and Sarah Tyne are our linesmen. Down the line and putting it away, Abby Korshkin. If either squad can come up with 4 of the next 6 points, they'll take set 1. We're deadlocked at blackjack, 21 apiece. Held onto by Bence. The Crusaders get the point, dropping it in. Here's Mueller looking to get on a run with Natalie Randolph picking up the kill. Mueller, a 5'8" junior. Standing serve, Parkins to Bence. And it does indeed drop in. Mueller diving over to her left, and she initiates an IMT Insurance substitution. Stepping in her place is Tegan Snott. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Randolph goes to the outside, and that is tucked home by Ben Loggy. They say that was an infraction on that far side. That's why it goes the way of Burlington. Floated over. Looked like there was going to be nobody there for a moment. Then 3 Nikes converge on it. And fortunately for them, they're able to make the play. Over to Deary. Snott swipes at it to the outside, Ben Loggy. And all Jenna Benson was able to do was pop it straight up. She then evacuated the space, but nobody around, as that was basically, in essence, her playing it to her own spot. Reagan Holvet comes in an IMT Insurance substitution. Deary hands down the line. They punch it over. Ben Loggy gets it right back from Randolph. Flutters one in. Parkins keeps it alive to the back line. And Josie Bence can't put that one away. Randolph, it's off of fingertips. And over, kept alive. Deary makes the play. As that first touch when it came over was a block, not a touch. And the Nikes will come back with set point, but a timeout taken by the Crusaders. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. If the Nikes can pick up the point, they'll take set 1. If the Crusaders can, we go back to even, with each team at that point needing to win 2 consecutive. Ducking out of the way is Parkins. Bence slides in Deary. with a safety play. Randolph comes up with a kill.
Randolph with the kill.
Banking that off of Harrell. Deary was there as well.
We are tied at 24.
And this first set will need extra points. Randolph will need at least 26 to see a winner here. Deary comes up with the point. And once again, advantage goes Burlington Notre Dame. Taryn Stevens will come in on an IMT insurance substitution as she spells Macy Belger.
Set point.
Stevens with the second set point for Burlington. Sobchak, it's kept alive and they'll just have to force it over. Out for Deary for the set. It's blocked. And Randolph to the outside. A big drive, it gets caught up in no man's land. Sobchak to Randolph. Down the line and kept alive. Floating one in. They'll talk it out and Randolph just pushes it over. Deary blocked. Over and now popped up. Set. Slapping one up and kept in by Stevens. Finding a soft spot in the middle. Burlington Notre Dame puts it away, and they come up with a 26-24 victory in set one to take a 1-0 lead. We'll be back with your second set. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. We are back for the start of set two. The Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders trailing 1-0. That one went down to the wire, but you got to imagine that Burlington has got to feel really good about themselves. Their star player, Gabby Deary, had to miss a long stretch there in the middle. They were able to squeak one out. Had that one gone the other way, would have been a rallying cry for the Crusaders. Hey, we caught a little bit of a break, and here, even with that fortuitous situation for Holy Trinity, Burlington still comes out with the initial set.
Kill number 11.
Nikes pick up where they left off. It's Deary with her 8th kill of the match. Served over by Josie Bentz. Randolph And the block skims down the line off of Abby Korshkin. And Mueller and the Crusaders now serving as Holy Trinity Catholic steals it back. Mueller, handled by Parkins. Korshkin gets another opportunity, this time offensively instead of defensively. She makes the play and picks up the point. Mueller will head out. Snod in her place, the freshman, on an IMT insurance substitution. Burlington Notre Dame with a 2-1 lead. Randolph to Parkins. It goes over, tap down, diving play, and then no opportunity for redemption. Had that one hit the net, Belcher would have been able to try to pull it back out, but it's sent around the net, right in front of our R1, Joe Van Ice. They'll feed it down low. Elevated to the outside and put away by Mary Kate Benlagi. The sophomore outside hitter with her first kill of the evening. And for the season, she's now got 244, trailing only Natalie Randolph. Parkins dives and can't bring it back up. It actually slips underneath the net. And the Crusaders again with a good start to the set. They're on top 4-2 here in the second. Off the top of the netting. A drive by Deary, but the block goes right back over and in play. Deary had to readjust at the last moment, still able to make it. That's one of the most impressive plays I've seen in 3 days. She expected it to come to her left. She actually was moving away from the net, still able to finish off that play.
It definitely shows how much ground she can cover. We saw a little bit of that in the first set. She just readjusted on her approach and was still able to get a hit down.
Popped up to Snod. And knocked down. It reminds me, I once talked to a former Des Moines Buccaneer who said, believe it or not, the easiest hockey league in the world to play in is the NHL, because I make a pass anywhere near a guy and he can make it look tape to tape. Same thing there. If you put it in Deary's zip code, she's going to be able to get to it. There she has a nice strike. Snod pulls it off the surface. Touched on now to the outside. Here's Deary. And Deary covering ground. She's all over the place on every point. Some of that is for defensive purposes, but it's also to try to throw off the Crusaders. You expect, okay, she's on one side of the court. We've got to look out for her. And then while they're trying to get the ball back over, she sets herself up someplace completely different, and a little bit of misdirection works out for the Nikes. A drive, not much misdirection there. That was pretty much bread and butter. Megan Harrell, the senior, puts that one away, and the Nikes were trailing early in this set, have drawn even at 5-5. Deary will give the lead right back to Holy Trinity Catholic as an IMT insurance substitution. Mueller checking in for Snod. Dingman will spell Benlagi, and Dingman heads straight behind the court to serve. Bents to the outside to her sister, held on to, and the third touch needs to go over. Holvit does just that. Bents inside. Harrell can't tuck it away. Randolph to Parkins into no man's land. Winning a 50-50 battle is Jenna Bents. However, a net violation gives the point to the Crusaders. 7-5, Holy Trinity on top. They trail 1-0. Alexa Dingman serving once again. Parkins backed up by it. To the outside, blocked. Parkins flushed over by Bents. A back set blocked. They'll recover, and Mueller pushes it over to the outside, and well long by Gabby Deary.
Point, Crusaders.
8-5. Holy Trinity with a little bit of a run going here. Burlington Notre Dame looking for a side out. Back set. They flutter one in, not fooled, was Holvet. Mueller goes cross court. Parkins absorbs it. And the timing there was the key. Looked like Josie Benz was going to hit it earlier than she did. She, in essence, waited for those two players who'd already leapt to start to go down before she knocked it over.
Yeah, she hit that hole right behind that block, too, which kind of caught Mueller off guard.
Harrell serves. And that one goes right to Randolph. The Nikes with a turnover, and the Crusaders able to put it away.
Substitution for Holy Trinity.
That's the first kill of the evening for Cassie Randolph, that along with an ace.
Number 16, Denning will serve.
Tegan Denning, a sophomore. A kill for Josie Bentz.
Kill, number 3, Josie Bentz.
And IMT Insurance substitutions on both sides. Stevens will be relieved by Belger. Coming out, both Holvet and Denning for the Crusaders. Parkins with a second touch. And played over by Ben Loggy, long. Nikes crawl back within one. It's been a game of mini runs, but you haven't seen either side really go on an extended one. The other thing, don't expect too many large leads in any of these sets. These teams have kept it pretty close to one another. Unable to keep that one off the floor was Gabby Deary.
She will serve.
And Randolph. Took her a while to get her first kill. She's got a couple in a matter of moments, and her squad's got a 2-point lead because of it. Down the middle, Korshkin. Her kill gets blocked out of bounds, and Burlington now with another opportunity to try to get this game, or this set rather, on even ground. Josie Bentz, the twin sister of Jenna, both seniors. Unable to get that one over. Nikes and Holy Trinity at 10 apiece. Out of bounds. Knowing her positioning there was Brooke Mueller. She watched that one whistle by, and now she'll get an opportunity here to serve. Mueller waits. They toss a ball across the other side of the court. Mueller now set. Serves. Deary with the first touch. They'll get it back to her on the third, and she pucks that one just shy of Mueller's left shoe.
Substitution for Holy Trinity.
Snod comes in on an IMP Insurance substitution. Mueller heads out.
Number 14, Ava Parkins.
Parkins deep for Sobchak. Ben Loggy. They get it over, and Ben Loggy. Now it's just played ahead on 2 by Randolph. Dropping one in. The Nikes with the lead once again on top 12-11.
That was a good read by Jenna there to hit that hole.
Parkins waits. Serves and handled by Snod. Randolph to Randolph. And it is Randolph with the attempted kill and the save just at the net. Here's Deary. Getting a piece of it. Couldn't tell if that was Randolph, Boxer, quite possibly both. But it ends up out of play. And the Crusaders burn their first time out of the second set. We will be back in a matter of moments. You're watching the 2021 Iowa State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Welcome back here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Court number 1, our score, Burlington, Notre Dame 13, Holy Trinity 11.
And it will be Parkins to serve.
For the Nikes.
Ava Parkins, a 5'5 junior. Ben Loggy. And a great save by Bentz as she digs that one out. Randolph slides it over. And Parkins was there behind Harrell. Harrell didn't know that she had that much blanketed coverage behind her. And her touch, in essence, sends it where Parkins had just come from. No opportunity for Burlington to come up with another touch. Off fingertips, and Snod pulls that one back into play. Unable to get enough of it to get it over was Belger. And we're deadlocked at a baker's dozen. Anna Sobchak. Sobchak serves. Popped up by Deary. They talk it out. Elevated by Randolph. Sobchak goes to Randolph. Blocked down. Deary slaps it over. And Burlington back on top, 14-13. Taryn Stevens, the 5'7 sophomore, checks in to serve on an IMT insurance substitution. She spells Belger, which, by the way, was the only change we had between either teams in their quarterfinal and semifinal starting lineups. And we're going to have a net violation called against the Nikes.
Serving for Holy Trinity, number 11, Natalie Randolph.
Otherwise, Holy Trinity went with the same setup, and again, the Nikes just had Belger in yesterday to start things out. Stevens in today. Fought at, it's punched over, no. It was a lift called against the Nikes, so the Crusaders now turn the tide. They're on top by one, it's 15-14.
Holy Trinity is definitely getting Burlington kind of caught off guard right now.
Randolph goes back to Parkins. Elevated, and a net violation
Crusaders
called, and I'm sure that Dan Fetters was going to be on that regardless, but when the Nike player turned around, looked sheepishly and kind of clutched and gave herself away a little bit. There, the Crusaders able to fight right at the net and win a 50-50 push battle, and that forces Burlington to burn a timeout. Crusaders on top, 17-14. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Notre Dame 14. Number 11, Randolph.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. 17-14. Holy Trinity on top in the second set. They need this set to draw back to even. Parkins will pop it back over as they're able to recover from that first ball being a little bit errant. Not able to recover from that. Perfectly placed. And all Benz could do was keep it off the surface, but couldn't put it anywhere for a teammate to work with. 18-14. Crusaders in charge right now. Vance to Deary, and she knows what to do with that one. Tucks it away in the back right corner. No fear of whether that one was in or not, but still had enough velocity on it, even though it wasn't in the very back corner, where there was nobody in royal blue that was going to be able to get to it. Sobczak, wearing silver, the libero, makes the play. Over to the gold-wearing Parkins. Great play by Snod, and that third touch goes long. Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have plan A and have to resort to plan B, it can cause what seems like an easy enough play to become much more difficult. Deary on the serve, Sobczak with the save. Into the net and poked underneath. Unable to drag that one out was Jenna Bence. And an IMT insurance substitution, which means that it's Alexa Dingman's turn at the service line.
Will serve.
Going to the front court, Brooke Mueller. They'll play it to the outside and struck down by Josie Bence.
Josie Bence for the Nikes.
Tough to tell from our angle, but that looked like she had to have been right up against the antenna. In fact, I even double-checked to make sure, but the official signaled that it was good. Nikes crawl back within 2, 19-17.
I think she even peeked back to that line judge to see if she was calling it too.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those where if you think you made the play, just look confident. You don't want anybody second-guessing you. Sobczak has that one die right in front of her. And the Nikes now looking to get even on the set. And if they can come back and win this one, they'd have a stranglehold on the match. Harrell to Sobczak. Randolph pushes it over to Mueller. And a double touch called there against the Crusaders on that second play. 19-19. The first set was close, ended up 26-24 in favor of the Nikes. We expected this one to be, and it has been. Now here's a tall task. They're able to get it over, and it catches up Holvit. That's one of those where you're not sure if it's going to get over. Then if it does, you think maybe it'll hit the net and drop. It hit the net and then acted like the net wasn't there. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We're in the twilight of the second set. It's been a back and forth affair that both teams have held narrow leads, and right now advantage goes the way of the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. They were able to eke out a win in set one. They'd love for the same result here. Back to Deary. Pushed over by Randolph. Second touch keeps it alive and centers it. And punched over by Harrell. Slap down. Bence sets her sister. And Sobczak keeps it alive. Harrell from 1 foot. Burlington now with another attack. Here's Deary. Sobczak really got some elevation on that. And Harrell was starting to back off. She has to attack to keep it off the mat. Played over. And Deary goes in for the kill, gets just that. First one to 21, Burlington.
With the kill.
By the way, an update over from court 2. It is Springville on top, 2-0. Randolph goes outside with it. Mueller, mid-air, adjusts beautifully off the fingertips. But we're going to have a 2-hit violation called against the Nikes. Sobchak will come out. Tegan Denning, cousin of Tegan Snod, to serve. Here's Tegan to Deary. Bentz brings it back to Deary. And great play by Ben Loggy. Sliding over, Deary makes the stop. And the Crusaders survive. Mueller feeds it over. Parkins comes screaming out of screen and makes the save, but it's momentary as the Crusaders are able to come up with it. Played over and handled by Stevens. Big drive by Bentz. Mueller now with an opportunity for her Crusaders. Randolph just plays it over. Diving to keep it alive, and doing so is Randolph. Randolph now to Mueller. Deary. And over Bentz. And just off the palms, Mueller. And winning a head-to-head matchup and pushing it over, Jenna Bentz. And the Nikes take the point in the lead.
24, Maisie Melcher. Substitution for Holy Trinity, number 14, Reagan Holbeck.
Out of bounds, watched out with a
Crusaders.
Careful eye by Cassie Randolph.
At 22. Serving for Holy Trinity, number 2, Cassie Randolph.
Randolph now with it on the serve. And it just drops in. That was one of those, I don't think that the Crusaders were convinced it was out of bounds, but they just felt they had a better shot of it being long than anybody getting to that ball tucked away deep. Bentz with the serve. Her Nikes are 2 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead. They still are 2 points away, but now it's even with Mueller to serve. Mueller plays it deep, and unable to get it over is Gabby Deary. The Crusaders are a Mueller serve away from evening this match at 1 set apiece. Burlington in desperate need of a break. Mueller handled by Parkins. They go to Deary. Sent over by Randolph. Parkins sets up for Bantz. Deary has it slapped right back at her. Great reaction. Touched. And now to the outside. Ben Loggy has it blocked. Sent over. And they find a soft spot. Fired up is Natalie Randolph as she wants this one badly. IMT insurance substitution. Snod comes in as a defensive replacement for Mueller. Parkins to serve. And drops in an ace. There was some movement there at the last moment. Burlington is a point away from having the exact same result of the first set, which was them coming up with it 26-24. Snod to Randolph, to her sister, it's blocked! And Box had it hit her. She tried to get out of the way and see. She couldn't make a handoff. No chance. Burlington, by the slimmest of margins, takes straight sets. They lead 2-0. We'll be back with the third set. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey.
Ooh.
New breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Fans' official state tournament merchandise is available online. Time to get your smartphones out. You can just scan the QR code on your screen or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Opening point of the third set, Deary with a big drive, and Randolph can't bring it back in.
11, Gabby Deary with the kill.
Jenny Lichty, our color commentator. And Jenny, we find ourselves in unfamiliar territory. Every match that we've called before this, we knew after 2 sets that there'd be at least 4. This is the first time we've seen a team win back-to-back, but it certainly hasn't been in blowout fashion. It's been by the slimmest of margins. Each of those first 2 sets needed an extra point, but the result was the same. Nike's coming away with the set.
Yeah, Holy Trinity is doing some really good things. So that opening point, they were catching balls that they shouldn't have, or that were really challenging, laying down on the floor to get to them. And definitely giving Burlington a run for their money right now.
Burlington picks up the first 2 points, but the serve goes wide, so it will be Brooke Mueller to step in and serve for the Crusaders. Deary, and they'll need a big hit out of Parkins on the third. They do. Randolph sets up Benlagi, and Bantz is able to keep that alive. Deary just sends it over to the libero. Benlagi with another opportunity. Sent back, and now Parkins is able to just keep that one in. Benlagi, she's had 3 attempts to try to put one away. Hasn't been able to yet, and that one drops in. Perfectly executed, and the spot couldn't have been any better out of Josie Bentz. Snod checks in for Mueller on an IMT Insurance substitution. Snod gets involved right away. Randolph. And it is blocked and put away by Burlington.
Point for the Nikes.
4-1. Notre Dame leads. Popped up by Box. Bence goes wide. Deary is able to get the kill.
Number 11, Gabby Deary with the
Over
kill.
on the far court, it looks like Springville is 3 points away from winning straight sets and advancing to the championship against the winner of this matchup. Slapped ahead by Randolph to the back line, blocked, and trying desperately to keep that in was Belger, the 5'10 senior, unable to. Crusaders get a much needed point and make it a 3-point set, 5-2 in favor of the 1 seed. And a carry there is called against the Nikes, so the lift gives the Crusaders the point. And Holy Trinity Catholic trying to see if they can't roll a few points together and draw back even in this third set. Benlagi popped up by Bence. Great deception there as the attempted block was early and they went over Holvet, who was already descending back to earth. Parkins keeps that one off the surface. And a double hit called against the Crusaders. Burlington now with a 6-3 lead. Parkins to serve. And coming off is Abby Korshkin. They'll take it as Randolph ends up catching the cheek of Gabby Deary.
Number 11, Natalie Randolph. Randolph had the kill.
With it is Natalie Randolph. Floated over. Sobchak. Down the line goes Randolph. And played by Bence. Benlagi tries to go cross court. Now Deary with a changeup, and it gets the job done. When you're expecting one style of attack all match long, Deary has got some options, and she can go with plans B and C and have a lot of success with them.
Stevens will serve.
Taryn Stevens on the serve. It stays in. And the point goes the way of the Nikes. 8-4 as you had a violation against Holy Trinity. With it, Stevens. And couldn't get that serve north enough. Caught up in the net. Mueller will come in for Snod. Also on an IMT insurance substitution is Dingman, as she will replace Benlagi. Bence driving it. And one of the linesmen calling the violation. We're going to have a conference about this. And if I'm not mistaken, I think two officials were calling two different things here. So now it's going to be a conference as to which overrules which. Van Ice, Fetters, Statlander, and Tyne, your officials in this match.
While they're conferencing, if we jump over to other court, I think Springville just advanced to the finals tomorrow.
Springville, thanks to a 3-set victory over North Tama. They won in 4 sets over the 6th seed Gladbrook Rhinebeck. So the number 3 seed Springville Orioles will advance. Meanwhile, Burlington gets the point after the conference.
Serving for the Nikes.
Each squad getting an explanation here. Checking in for Dingman is Benlagi. who had just a momentary opportunity to catch her breath. Gabby Deary. Now with the serve. Mueller swings it over, touched on, and Harrell with the block first, so that's not considered a double touch. Slapping it over is Randolph. Harrell floats one in, Randolph to Mueller. And what a play there by Deary, outstretching. Bentz keeps that one alive, as does Stevens. Floated over, and the kill off the fingertips of Megan Harrell.
You saw Harrell kind of get out of her bubble there and have to adjust. She set her a little bit too far outside, but she definitely made use of it.
Deary back at the service line, skims one off the net. And that one snuck up on Sobczak, still able to make the play. Big drive by Bentz, but it's out of bounds. Crusaders will come away with it.
Substitution for Holy Trinity, number 16.
Tegan Denning comes in and will immediately head to serve. Played over to the right side, popped up by Randolph. Benlagi to Mueller over. And Deary strikes that one into the surface.
That violation on the Crusaders, point, Nikes.
11-6. Burlington Notre Dame with the advantage.
Serving number 4, Megan Harrell.
They advance by the slimmest of margins in the first two sets. Here starting to build themselves a lead as this one's tucked away by Josie Bentz. Bentz making a case for herself as the Casey's player of the game. 12-6. Burlington has doubled up the Crusaders. Sobczak with the first touch. Randolph for Benlagi. Bentz with a kill. Stepping up, both Randolph and Box. It goes off of their hands. And with that, the 9th kill by Josie Bentz. We'll take a timeout with her squad on top, 13-6 in the third set. You are watching the 2021 Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back here with you live at the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes with a 13-6 advantage. Handled by Sobczak. To the outside they go. Popped up. And that one pinballs off a couple of Crusaders. Getting the kill is Deary. And a 14-6 lead for Burlington. Back to serve is Harrell. Mueller now with it. From her knees, Harrell makes the save. Sobczak talks it out. Randolph. And no problem, Deary doesn't have to move. Blocked, but well out of the realm of play. 15-6, this is the largest lead that we have seen for either side. And the two teams headed in opposite directions. Looks like the Crusaders right now just running on fumes, while Burlington seems to be getting stronger each point. Bentz to Bentz, and a rare miscue and misfire by Burlington. They'll give Crusaders the ball, and now Holy Trinity needing to get something rolling here and string some points together. Cassie Randolph. And that's how runs start. A little bit of a miscue there. It's an ace for Randolph. She's got 5 kills, and that's her second winner off the serve. Played to the outside. Bentz. Mueller handles it, and Randolph drops in a floater. 15-9. Crusaders haven't given up on this one yet. A timeout taken by Burlington will step away from the action as well. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. In royal blue with silver numerals outlined in white, the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders find themselves in a hole, down 9-15 in the third set, down 2-0. Tapped over by Mueller. Parkins sets up Bentz, and she floats one in. We've seen her with a number of kills with a lot on it. That time, she goes with the changeup, and it fools her opposition. Bentz has been good all match long, but as of late, she has really put together some crucial points. Speaking of crucial, Crusaders getting to that point where they can't really afford to make too many mistakes. They don't miss there. Casey Randolph finds a soft spot and hammers it home. Mueller over to Deary, down the middle, and Mueller makes the play. Kept alive by Randolph. Big block on Deary, slapped over. Randolph to Randolph, and Benlagi tries to go for the kill. It's somehow kept alive. That one goes off the back of the hand, but they'll take it right now. Long and absolutely robbing Josie Bentz of a kill was Cassie Randolph, as she just desperation slid her arm across the court. And right now there is no wrong side. Crusaders will take any break they can. They still trail by 5 in the set. Randolph to Sobchak. Randolph goes cross court and puts it away. Natalie Randolph is a kill away from being the first Crusader to double digits in the category. Mueller back at the serve. They've pulled within 4. Bentz down the middle, and Korshkin slams that home. Korshkin is a 6-foot junior, and we don't see her out there that often, but she's been really efficient when she's on the court. Snod over for Randolph. Benlagi, great one-handed save, and Korshkin makes that second touch to keep him alive. Randolph has it blocked. Now Benlagi from the opposite side, diving ahead. Josie Bentz was able to make that first impressive save. Got hands on it, but not the second. Benlagi with the kill. Sobchak with the serve. Deary will look to get it right back from Bentz. Does! And when she's set up like that, she's able to go with a really sharp angle. And at that point, not much the Crusaders can do.
I think Holy Trinity tried to adjust there, having been hit with those soft tosses right in the middle, that they were a little bit too tight.
And a jumper and a floater in for Benlagi. Going back to your point, Jenny, that's one of the advantages of Burlington. They can throw a lot of hard stuff at you and get you thinking that way, and then try to throw a changeup. You do that a couple of times, you can come back with the power. Keeping the opposition off balance and unsuspecting of what's coming is the name of the game. Pushed over into the back corner, and that's exactly what the Crusaders needed. As Benlagi didn't try to do anything fancy, she just was able to peek over, see that unaccounted for area, and just will the ball over off the top of the cage. And long, as Deary can't bring that down with a sharp enough angle, and the Crusaders quietly have pulled back within 2. Natalie Randolph with the serve. Deary. And Randolph keeps it alive. Sobczak to Randolph. Deary with a chance. Can't get it over. And the Crusaders.
Point, Crusaders.
Because of the situation that they'd put themselves in, with each point, the Crusaders fan base getting louder and louder, realizing what's at stake here. Parkins for Sobczak. And Randolph sets her sister up. The Crusaders asking if it was touched. The officials say no. IMT Insurance substitution as Taryn Stevens steps in for Maisie Belger. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Stevens immediately heads to serve. It's long. Snod and the libero. Sobczak walking that line. And another opportunity for the Crusaders to try to draw even. Benlagi comes out of the game, and as she heads down the line, trying to fire up everybody, that one's pushed right into the net. And we're deadlocked at 19.
We are tied at 19.
You really couldn't be surprised the way that the first 2 sets went. They were tight the whole way. This one saw a big Burlington lead, but the Crusaders have dragged right back into this one.
Number 11.
Dingman got a piece of it, but couldn't pull it off the line. IMT Insurance substitution. Mary Kate Benlagi comes right back in.
Serving number 11, Deary.
Burlington serving as Deary. Sobczak. Back for Benlagi. Mueller pushes it over. They'll live to fight another day. Bentz had that back corner pegged. Now Bentz with a second touch to her sister. And handed off by Randolph. Mueller drops it in. A point they needed, a point they get. 20-20.
Substitution for Holy Trinity.
IMT Insurance substitution. Holvet and Denning trade places. Tegan Denning coming in to serve. Deary to the outside, floating in. Denning makes the play. Randolph now to Deary, and tripped up in the hands. Burlington comes up with a point. And another IMT Insurance substitution. Holvet will check in and then check out. It allows the opportunity to get Sobczak, the libero, back on. Harrell to serve. Pushed ahead by Box. Out of bounds. And we once again have no advantage here in the third set.
We've definitely seen moments in the set where Holy Trinity has had control of the game and then times that Burlington has had control. And I think it's kind of swaying towards Holy Trinity right now.
Cassie Randolph to serve. Bentz sets it up, and they're unable to get that one over. Crusaders, it's been a while since we could say this, but Holy Trinity Catholic with the lead. Back at it, Cassie Randolph. With all eyes in Cedar Rapids on this lone matchup. Randolph goes to the outside, Mueller to put it away. Defended well by the Nikes. Bentz floats one in. Mueller and Parkins comes out of nowhere. Bentz tries to drop one in. Randolph makes it. Randolph slides over, and Stevens makes the play, but a double hit violation against the Nikes, and Burlington will burn a timeout. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Coming out of our timeout, our score, Holy Trinity 23.
Back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Casey Randolph serving here with her squad 2 points away from taking their first set of the match. They trail 2-0. Both Burlington wins by a 26-24 score. Big block as Box got a hold of that one. And now the Crusaders with a number of opportunities here to take the third set. But they'd like to finish it off right here. Floating one in on Parkins. Now Bentz comes up with a big put away.
Number 3, Josie Bentz. Substitution for Burlington.
Josie Bentz, they needed that one, but they'll need 2 more consecutive to keep this one alive. Her sister, Jenna Bentz, with the serve, Sobchak. They'll go to the outside. Deary from the back line and puts it home.
Number 11, Gabby Deary with the
Burlington not about to roll over and concede the third set. Timeout taken by the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Will step away as well. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Vince continues with the serve.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. 24-23. Crusaders leading Nikes serving. This will be pushed over by Randolph. They're now set. Big drive, and it's popped up by Mueller. She exits and gets ready for the third hit. Blocked! And Burlington comes up with the stop. Abby Korshkin has drawn us level at 24. Would you expect anything else? The first 2 games went the score of 26-24. Either team could pick up a win by that identical score here in the third set. Parkins to Deary, and Sobchak keeps it up. Mueller double touch called against Holy Trinity. And now Burlington has flipped the script. They were down 24-21. They've got match point on their hands. Bentz serving for the match. Sobchak had that one roll off of her. And now an opportunity to set up Burlington to Deary for the win. It's held off by Randolph. Sobchak to the outside. Randolph drops one in.
Kill, number 11.
Crusaders survive. And Mueller
Serving for Holy Trinity, number 23.
at the line. The Crusaders would like no one else but 23 back there to serve. She's set. Deary to Bentz, down the middle. Korshkin puts it away.
Number 23, Abby Korshkin.
Second match point for Burlington.
Number 8, Tegan Snod.
Tegan Snod steps in an IMT Insurance substitution. Service from Josie Bentz. They won't get to it! And Bentz slides on the surface in exuberation as her squad comes away with their third straight set win, all of them needing extra points. 26-24, 26-24, 27-25. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes advance by a 3-0 victory. Fans, Casey's General Stores is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on your local teams and fans, making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. And for the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes, our Casey's player of the game, Josie Bentz, the 5'10 senior, and she ends the match with 11 kills, an ace, and she was there serving the match point. We will send things down courtside for our PA announcer with the wrap-up of the awards.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Craig Eden. Congratulations to head coach Melissa Friesmeyer and the Crusaders from Holy Trinity Catholic on an outstanding 2021 volleyball season. And now, Katie Stevens from Burlington, Notre Dame will advance her team to the championship match. Burlington, Notre Dame fans, your team will play Springville on Thursday, November 4th at 7 p.m. As a reminder, you are welcome to greet your team in the box office lobby in Team Cascade area.
The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes, the defending Class 1A champs, will have an opportunity to defend their title. They'll take on the 3-seed Springville Orioles tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We will take one time out here, and then we will be back in just a matter of moments with your post-game show. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes advance with a 3-0 victory. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.